talk about us to your friends. Hopefully you do, and I'm ashamed. How do you guys like describe us? Or what do you guys say we are to your friends? Okay, maybe I shouldn't have asked. Okay. Those Asian guys. Of course. Always those Asian guys.
Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. I see a lot of Asian guys here too.
Yes. So it's not descriptive.
That could be anyone.
So I asked that because I think a lot of the times people will say, oh, it's these YouTubers, these guys, whatever, they make videos. And that's cool and all, it's true, we are on YouTube, we do make videos on YouTube, so I guess that means we're YouTubers. But I think we always feel like we don't really fit in on YouTube. It's always strange. But I'll tell you why. Let's break this down. Let's think about a typical YouTube video. Typical YouTube video is like 2 minutes max, 2 to 3 minutes. It's usually funny. It has like a cat or a baby.
I like the baby.
Or like StarCraft gameplay. Or it's like a parody of something that's, you know, popular in the news or culture, or like some gossip. Or there's like a misleading thumbnail with a girl with cleavage. And you click it and there's no cleavage. So frustrating.
Or it's a man with cleavage.
So that I think when you tell like just anyone on the street what a YouTube video is, that's what they think of. But now let's think about a Wong Fu video. Most of our videos are like 10 minutes long. That's like an average. That's good.
It's like 5 regular YouTube videos.
Yeah. We do have comedies, but we also have stuff like Shell, and like our most popular videos, like Strangers Again, is like this. It's like this sad 16-minute video. We don't really talk about pop culture or news gossip, and most of the time our thumbnails are pretty accurate.
And we don't have cats.
No cats.
Yet.
Or babies. Yes. Pepper, yes, that's true. But we never exploited Pepper as we should have. So by that comparison, we don't really fit into YouTube, and sometimes we're just like, man, how are we still getting views when like most of YouTube is this kind of video, and those are these really viral, really awesome, fun videos, and then we have our videos, and we're just like, I bring this up because it's really just to illustrate how amazing you guys are, because if it weren't for you guys, I really don't think anyone would be watching our videos.
For sure.
For sure. Like, how many of you guys go to like the front page of YouTube sometimes and see like what the most viewed videos are? You guys do that sometimes? Here and there? So sometimes we're on that front page too, and you know, you see like our thumbnail of like, you know, really pretty Shell thumbnail, like screen cap, and then right above it is cleavage or something. Or like a really big you know, headline like Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber or something. Eat cats or something, I don't know. And I'm just thinking, who's gonna click our video when that, you know, much more interesting video is right above there? So thank you guys for keeping us alive. You guys notice that like our videos really just don't fit in sometimes? It's like, why are we, no? Okay, I don't know. That's how we feel. We're not...
What? We're very grateful that the attitude is like, we appreciate the difference instead of like, you guys don't belong. You know, that'd be very hurtful.
We're also really glad that you guys allow us to make lots of different kinds of things, because you know, there's a lot of channels out there that they're stuck to doing one thing. I mean, they might not think they're stuck, but you know, like you guys allow us to like do whatever we want, and that's really nice of you guys.
Because the facts are that we, like humans, it's not like we're stuck in one emotional state. Sometimes we want to laugh, sometimes we want to cry, sometimes we want to think. And hopefully, you know, we can tap into all those emotions and not just provide like one single type of video every time. So that's the way we think of it.
Yeah. And that's basically just us saying thank you guys. Like, there's no day that passes where we're not thinking to ourselves, wow, we are very lucky to have this audience and this kind of support. We sometimes feel like we don't deserve it. We're just regular guys. Like we don't feel like we're any different from whoever's sitting out there. So thank you guys so much for your amazing support, and we'll try and keep it going. You know.
Yeah, thank you guys.
We've been talking a lot sometimes, but sometimes we don't cover everything, and that's why we like to talk to you guys. We like to open up to the floor. So if you guys have a question, if you're sitting near a mic, you can just grab it, or it's a pretty intimate room. You can just yell it. I'm pretty sure we'll hear you. So just you can actually turn on the house lights, or I guess they're on. Just raise your hand, and I guess we'll pick. And let's try and keep them like for real questions, and not like, can you dance or something? Because we're not gonna happen. Yeah, you go first.
Right here by the mic. Yeah.
You have the choice if you want to use the mic or not.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, can you speak in Chinese, Mandarin, and you for you Cantonese, please?
Can we speak in Mandarin and use some Cantonese?
You can, I heard you.
I always get really nervous. But you wouldn't even know what I'm saying.
I know.
Oh, you do? Oh, go ahead.
What? 大家好，我们很感谢你们支持我们的 projects， 我们的短片，谢謝。
多謝晒全部你哋嚟聽你講。希望下次可以嚟玩耐啲，同埋去睇下啲景。
Our accents are terrible. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. All right. Yeah, over here in the jacket. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
First of all, it's really nice to see you without a frame around you.
Yeah, we're like Rio.
I'd just like to ask, what's the biggest challenge Wong or each of you has faced, and what lesson you learned?
What is the biggest challenge we've faced and lessons that we've learned? Challenge. I think the biggest challenge is a lot of people think they our friends. They tell us, man, you guys are so lucky. You guys are your own boss. You guys, can go into the office whenever. You guys are just full control. And I'm like, yeah, it is really cool. But at the same time, it's if you think about it, if you're the owner of a company, yes, all the successes you get to take full responsibility for, but that also means that all the failures are also your responsibility. So it's I think that pressure of knowing that you are in full control of making Wong Fu continue or be successful is a big burden on us. And the fact that we also know that so many people are watching us, it's we don't want to let you guys down. So that's actually a pretty big challenge and stress that we have. But it's pretty good. I mean, we can't complain because that's also something that we're very grateful to have.
If you're talking about individual challenges for each project, there's been some very high stress times. We weren't sure, but is Wong home? Is he popular here? And we did a video for him, a music video. Yeah. Oh, you saw it? Cool. I saw it too. But he is so famous, and we were trying so hard to impress him. But at the same time, we only had a day to shoot that video for him. So it's a very, very important project, but you're giving the least amount of time. So there's been very challenging aspects in terms of videos too. And just to touch upon when we first graduated and trying to figure out what we were doing, that was when Wong Fu was still discovering its own identity. I think that was a very challenging time.
Yep. Your turn.
Yes, in the red or orange.
Hello.
Hello. When we make videos, how much time do we spend on planning them? Let's take something for example.
It could really depend.
Yeah, the shortest amount of time. Oh,
Yeah.
But
Oh, so like a good example of the shortest, like quickest way is how many of you guys saw we made a video about Jeremy Lin like 2 weeks ago? So we were just so that's like one of the few videos that we have done about like pop culture, but it's just because we were so proud. We were just so enthusiastic about it. But basically, that was like I had an idea, and then we spent a day to write and plan it, and then the next day we shot it. So it was as, I mean, the planning is usually just requires like just finding people that are available and finding a location. So as long as you can get those in time, then we can plan it pretty quickly. And plus, it was only like a 2 or 3 page script or something, so it can be pretty fast. But then there's also videos that take that like a month to plan.
yeah, the By My Side video for David, that one, I had complete like breakdown by the second of the song, like what scene, what shot happens at what second. It had a full storyboard. We had a plan, like all the crew and equipment, the scaffolding, like all that stuff. So that was like 2 weeks of planning.
It really depends. Like if you guys are in school, it's just like you have when the assignment is due. So we kind of give ourselves our own due dates, and sometimes we procrastinate, and sometimes there's a pop quiz that we have to like get ready for. So it really depends. Yes, right there in the balcony. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, he's excited.
How do your parents feel about Wong?
How do my parents feel about Wong Fu? Well, they were very nervous about us flying, out this far from home for so long. No, you want to go first?
You already started.
Yeah, it's true. So when we first started, I guess I had a somewhat. It wasn't like my parents said no, you aren't allowed to, but they were very like, what? My mom thought we were gonna get like sued like crazy for like posting videos online, whatever. Anyways, so they were a little hesitant, but I told them like, that I had a plan. Like, this was before.
What was your plan?
My plan was this was like before Wong Fu really had like anything. It was just like when I was declaring visual arts as my major. I said, oh yeah, the film business or the movie business is still like a business, so it's like I'm going into business. Like I was like, I'm sure I'll find a desk job somewhere, and so that's what I told them, and they bought it. And but now now they see how hard we work, and they actually tell us that we need to slow down or that we need to relax a little bit and take some time because I think they just want to make sure that we're secure, that we're serious, that we're not just goofing off. And once we proved that this was for real and that it wasn't just a cop out, whatever, then they kind of understood.
Yeah, when we were graduating, I think when I told my parents that we were gonna do this, and even this, I can't remember exactly what I told them. Maybe I didn't tell them. They might be wondering when Wesley's gonna get a job, a real job.
You sent them the link and it was like, oh, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah. I think it still wasn't certain where New Media was headed, where Wong Fu Productions could take us, but they saw that they were open to the what's it called? They were open to the possibility of me trying this out. So, after a few years of working and we were still growing and like sustaining ourselves, they got more comfortable with the idea, and now, I send my mom videos and she's like, oh, I watched each one twice, and it's like, oh, okay, so I think she approves now. But my parents have always told me just to do whatever makes me happy because I feel like, yeah, I'm very, very thankful that I know that a lot of people don't have it that easy, and I'm very lucky.
Our siblings are also both doctors, so we're kind of like the black sheep. Like, let them go play. Your turn.
I'll do, here. Next, yes. Whoa.
No. All right, let's do it ladies first. Yeah, we'll get you right after. Hold on. Okay, sorry. We're gonna go with her. Hold on a sec. Hold on here.
Sorry, one more time. Oh, do we have any plans of videos set in the Philippines? You know, everywhere we go, it's like we want to shoot there. Like we were just in Singapore, it's like we want to shoot here. When we were in Malaysia, we want to shoot there. It's no different than Manila. And I think if given like a few more days, I think we could definitely like bust out like a 1 day's in Manila or something. It's just a matter of time, you know. And the city, from what we've seen already, is definitely very inspiring. There's a very very genuine like energy here that you don't find everywhere else.
Alright, so I guess we'll go with you since you made that mistake, sorry. Yeah, your turn now, yeah, you're good. No, you're good? Alright. Oh. As Wong Fu, what is one thing that we really want to do as Wong Fu, like in the future?
Get 2 million!
Yeah. Well, what's the point? Ryan's already at 5 million. We should just give up.
It's not a competition.
I know. There's a lot ahead for Wong Fu. It's hard to like just plan too far ahead because technology is always changing. Like if you asked us 5 years ago what we saw ourselves doing in 5 years, we would have never guessed this. Like YouTube wasn't even really around at that time, so our jobs weren't even in existence yet. So if you ask us next 5 years, it's maybe the next big YouTube type site isn't even around. But we definitely we want to make feature films. I think that's in our scope. We actually are going to be starting to develop a feature film soon. We want to do more web series. I really enjoy doing web shows, like things with longer narratives and not just like the one-offs. But the one-offs are fun too because it's like a fun, quick skit joke. We're going to be working pretty soon on David's next music video.